guys, I'm here at my local mall. I'm going into the LEGO shop, and no, it's not an essential trip, but I've been locked up in my house for like 3 or 4 months, and I needed to get out. I got my mask right here, which I cannot put on camera because I'm holding my phone with one hand, and I can't put this on one-handed, but I'll have it on when I go in. So, let's go inside and see what they've got going on, because the website is completely out of stock on everything. See, like I said at the beginning of the video, mask. Bought it from Arnie. Let me take this off. I didn't shoot much video on the inside. I shot some of the mall when I was going in. I didn't shoot any video once I got into the LEGO store because they had more important stuff to worry about than some dude shooting film. But I will tell you that they had the doors closed. They were limiting it to 10 people being in or out. They were doing a really good job of that. If you weren't wearing a mask, you didn't get in. And they had the center of the store sectioned off that you basically window shopped, that you could look at everything on the shelf. You didn't touch anything until after you bought it. And what you did was, you looked at the shelf, you pointed at something and said, "I want that," and a store associate picked it up and took it up to the register for you. And then they rang you out. And then once it was rung out, once it was bagged, once the transaction was completed, they pushed it across through a plexiglass tube of some kind of bridge from the register to where the shoppers were, and that was the first time you touched whatever you picked up. So they're doing a really good job of trying to keep everything clean, trying to keep everything sanitary and healthy. And despite everything that's going on with the masks on, with the pandemic, with them having just opened and been closed for so long and being so short on stock, everyone on staff was still very happy, very pleasant. And it was still a really good experience, even though I moved it along pretty quickly because I knew they had more important stuff to worry about, and there were people waiting outside to come in. I was lucky when I got there. It wasn't a full store, but in the short time that I was there, it filled up and people were waiting. But there's my bag of swag, and we'll take it home and we'll take a look at what I picked up. And I'm gonna start driving now because without the car running, it's hot in here. Alright everybody, here I am back at the house, and as you can see before you, the things that I picked up at the LEGO store in my little get out of the house and stretch my legs adventure. The first thing we have right here is these three, and those of you who've been watching have probably noticed that the Series 20 minifig blind bag opening came to a screeching halt. The main reason for that being that all of the stores, the Targets, the Walmarts, the Walgreens, everything around me that used to carry, well not used to, but that carried these blind bags was completely out. They didn't have anything on the shelves. They didn't even have any of the previous series blind bags anymore. Everything had been bought up. And they hadn't been getting new shipments. Depending on where you are, well, depending on where you are in the United States, I don't know about outside the country, but depending on where you are in the United States, you may have noticed that if you go into the store, if you go into a toy section and you go to the LEGO shelves, the shelves are almost completely bare. At least they are in all of the places around me. And when I was at the LEGO store today, the associates told me that that is an ongoing issue, that I guess the plant in Mexico is shut down, and that's where we were getting, the U.S. was getting the majority of their shipments coming in. And without that operating, we haven't been getting anything new. So they said even at the LEGO store, they haven't gotten a shipment in since, I want to say it was, I think she said March was the last time they got a shipment. So, a long trip to get to a short destination. What I'm saying is that these three, because of the way that the LEGO store was set up, how we didn't actually touch anything, I couldn't feel around in these bags. So I told the associate to just give me 3 random blind bags, just throw it in with my order, and I would pick those up. So I don't know what's in these 3. I didn't get to feel around for these 3. All 3 of these could very well be doubles, but we will be doing a Series 20 blind bag opening video coming up soon to make up for all of the ones that haven't been happening. And we'll be throwing in some new Mega Construx blind bag sets that I picked up. So we have that. We'll get these out of the way. The big thing I was going for was this guy, the Apollo 11 lunar lander. I had been wanting this for a while. Last year was the 50th anniversary. It's a little bit off camera, but you can see right there, Apollo 50. And I wanted to get this then. I couldn't afford it when it came out. And every other time I was able to afford it, it just kept slipping my mind. Well, I finally got around to it. I was going to order it on the website. And that was when I noticed that the website is empty. All of like the high end, all of like the quote unquote good stuff is just gone. It's either back ordered or it's just flat out says sold out. They have some of the newer stuff still in stock, but some of the older stuff, some of the stuff that even came out like at the end of 2019, like around December or even January of 2020, is sold out already. It's insane. This little guy right here we got, this was a freebie, a giveaway. Now LEGO's always doing giveaways like this, and this guy was a giveaway with an $85 purchase or more. Now, I appreciate the giveaways. I would never diss a giveaway, but $85 or more, this is a 142 piece set. This is like a $50 or more giveaway. I mean, luckily I did end up spending more than $85. I mean, this alone covered it, and this does look like a cool little set. This would go well with the Speed Champions, and it's going to go really well in like the Village. But I don't know, 85. I think they could have brought it down for the giveaway a little bit. Let me get this out of the way. And finally, what we have here is this. This is another piece set that I've been looking at. I haven't done much on the channel as far as Ninjago goes, but I do actually have quite a few Ninjago sets. I just haven't taken a look at them. But this one I'm probably definitely going to take a look at once we put it together. I really like this set. I mean, you get the tank, you get the mech. You look on back, they merge together into one vehicle, which is always cool. And you get Cole, Jay, Lloyd, a Nindroid, and Garmadon in like his ghost form. All for $50. It's called the Thunder Raider set. All for $50. And I won't know for sure until we put it together, but I definitely feel like there's definitely $50 worth of stuff in this box. I feel like this one is a really good deal. Once we get it together and we take a look at it, I'll be able to tell you definitely, but I really like the look of this set. I really like how you get these two pieces and they form together. I always like when LEGO does that, when like you get two things that like combine into one. They used to do that all the time, and it seems like they've been doing that less and less recently. But it's good to see them go back to something like that. Alright, something else I thought we would do is take a look at the new Summer 2020 catalog. I actually got this in the mail I think it was last weekend. And since I didn't get to shoot any video inside the store, I thought we'd take a look at some of the new stuff that's coming out in the catalog. As I said, they had the store pretty well sectioned off, that all of the customers stayed in one area, the employees were on the edges, and they handed you this, or they picked up whatever you wanted, took it to the register, you bought it, and then you got to handle it once you made the purchase. It makes sense. They're trying to keep everything clean. They're trying to keep everything sanitary. And also, as I said, I got in and got out. I didn't waste any time in there. I know they had more important things to worry about than me and my shopping habits or trying to shoot a video for a YouTube channel. And there were people that wanted to come in. So I hurried up, I got in, I got my stuff, I got out. But there are some new things coming out that I want to take a look at. First of all, let's talk about this cover. This is a really good cover. This is probably one of the cooler covers that they've ever done with the Technic car up front, the black background, the tread pattern on the back that looks like a tire. I think this is a really cool cover for a LEGO set. And of course, once we open it up, there's our cover shot, the cyan. The Technic cars, I'm okay on the Technic cars. Like, I get why people like them, but for me, they just don't look right. I know they have more sweeping angles and they're more graceful looking than like some of the standard Lego sets of just like the brick system. But I don't know, there's something about it. It just, I've never been a big fan of the Technic series, but I understand why people are. Down here in the corner, you see the free exclusive hot rod with $85 or more that we just took a look at. You got the two Technics over here. Now, the Bugatti they came out with last year, and of course they made like the big life-size Technic Bugatti that you could actually drive. That was just insane that they were able to do that. But then you look down here at the Camaro, and see, this is what I mean, like, I mean the Corvette, rather. This is what I mean, like, the front just looks like it got mangled. It just doesn't look right. I don't know. The Technic cars I've never been a big fan of. However, if we come over here, Dom's Charger from Fast and Furious, that might be something I'm going to have to pick up. This would look really good next to the Batmobile, I think. And if it wasn't for the fact that I wanted to get the Lunar Lander before they sold out of it, because on the website the Lunar Lander, the Apollo 11 is sold out. And if it wasn't for that, I might have gotten this, because this is going to look real good next to the Batmobile. The Land Rover Defender, I think that's one from last year. That's cool. I don't know if it's $200 cool, but it looks good. More Technic here. Now the Stiggs rally car. The Stiggs rally car, the remote controlled rally car, that actually doesn't look too bad. And is as far as rally goes, and of course it's Top Gear, which, surprise, surprise, Top Gear is still on the air. I didn't even realize that. Then you got your two pullbacks over here. What's this? See the Porsche 911, like, it's okay. I don't know if I don't know if it said of, let me try that again. I don't know if I would be able to identify that as a 911 if it didn't say Porsche 911 on it. I mean, a funny car is a funny car. The race truck's a race truck. The rally car over here, they all kind of look the same. But, like, I don't know if that would be, like, something that I would say, hey, that's a Porsche if I had seen it. Does it say what the rally car is based off of? Laser focus behind the wheel. Nothing matters at speed. Take control. LEGO Technic Top Gear rally car. No, it's just a generic rally car. It looks like some of the old Fords, though, truthfully. The Mustang right there. That's another one that I want. That one would look really good between Dom's Charger and the Batmobile. The Aston Martin, I know somebody that would like that. I might get that as a Christmas gift for somebody this year coming. The Harley Fat Boy, that's kind of cool. I don't know, it looks good, but it's not like there's style to this and the Charger, Dom's Charger, but the Fat Boy just, I don't know, it's just kind of there. I don't know. It just doesn't do anything for me. Now the Fiat, I'm not a big fan of the Fiat car in general. But there was another LEGO channel called The Cool Factor. He did a live stream build, which, if I can find that, I'll put a link to it in the description below so you can watch it. I believe it's a two-parter, where he built this. He built this on the live stream. And once it was all together, first of all, the yellow in the catalog, and probably the yellow that you're seeing through the lens, doesn't do justice to the actual color of yellow that it is. It's a very soft, very cool shade of yellow. Second, there's a lot going on with this set, with this trunk that opens up, this painting, this printed piece that's a painting of what you just built. There's a rag top that rolls back. Everything opens up. It's just a really cool, really, really interesting piece that for the money, $90, for the money, you get a lot going on with this and a couple of different ways that you can display it. So if I can find that live stream, I'll put links to it in the description below so you can check out what he was building. And of course we have our Speed Champions here, which I was really into these, especially when the Mustang Fastback came out. But I don't know, recently I've just been dropping off, and it has nothing to do with the quality of the build. As a matter of fact, I love that the new Speed Champions are 8 studs wide, and you can put two minifigs in them side by side. I just haven't been buying them recently, and I feel bad about that because I missed I missed, what was it, the Challenger set that was out, or the Charger set that was out, and I want to get this set before it leaves, the Jaguar set before it's out. I want to get the Nissan, the GTR Skyline, Nismo, but yeah, there was a couple of sets that I missed just because I just lost track of them. I was busy with everything else. I just sort of forgot about Speed Champions for a while. And here's some of their smaller sets. I actually have this little $10 set, this little mini monster truck here. I got that. That's actually a cool addition to go along with like some of my post-apocalyptic looking vehicles, like the Emmett and Lucy's escape buggy and the monster truck that came out a while ago. I sort of have this like post-apocalyptic Mad Max Lego thing going on. These are kind of cool. They're like mini Speed Champions down here for this 2-pack. 30 bucks for 2 of these. That's actually a pretty good deal. I'm actually surprised I haven't picked it up yet. This one I haven't seen. The service station I haven't seen yet. That looks kind of cool. I like the colors of the vehicles that come with it. Octane. I like the colors of the vehicles that come with it. Those are very interesting, very unique colors. Especially like that little surf van going on right there. What we got here? The tuning shop. Oh wow, I didn't even really look at this until just now. I like that hot rod. And the tow truck. And oh, this is like a little mini build of like the rocket car, the 3-in-1 rocket car that came out a couple years ago. Stunt bike. Huh. I didn't really look at this until just now. I may have to pick this up at some point. That's really cool. Wow, that's real cool. Then we got Lego Friends over here. Nothing against them. I just never got into it. They do have some very vibrant colors to them, though. They just pop, and I love that. Like this little car and stage thing right here. That is a great color for that car. That is a real good color for that car. I like the shading on that. Just different colors than like the standard Lego system sets. And that's really cool. That's a little loud. That's a little loud. There's a little too much going on with that one, but I like these 2 sets up here. On the next page, we got Yoda, which I'm sure you've all seen this already. I don't know. I know a lot of people went crazy when this Yoda came out, but other than just like my disdain for the Star Wars Lego sets and how much Lego has to charge for them because of like the Star Wars tax, I never thought this was a good pose for Yoda. This isn't, I don't know, this just isn't like an iconic Yoda pose, like him being battle ready. A friend of mine made the suggestion, a friend of mine who's a big Yoda fan, by the way, made the suggestion that they should have done was just done the pose where he's standing there with his hands folded over each other, and he has his hands on the Geimer stick in the middle. Like a very Jedi Master looking pose. I'm not a big fan of like this lightsaber battle pose he has going on. That's just doesn't say Yoda to me. Then you got your two team packs down here, or the 2 battle packs. The Sith Troopers and the Mandalorians. Another X-Wing. Now this is kind of cool. I might pick this up. Luke's Land Speeder, because this looks a lot like the Kenner Land Speeder I had when I was a kid, when the original Star Wars toys came out. You can even tell already, though, these, of course, are going to be stickers. Not a whole lot in the shape of printed pieces for this. Ben's hut is kind of cool. But then you have the Sith TIE Fighter, which, and another coloring of Poe's X-Wing, because he had to have a new one in every freaking movie. What was it? Blue, black, and then orange. How do you go blue, black, and then orange? I mean, seriously, just rebuild black 1. These don't really do much for me, truthfully. Like, I get that they're supposed to be busts, but and I think they're decent priced for what they are, 60 bucks for each of them. They just don't do anything for me. I don't know, maybe if I saw one in person, I'd be a little bit more into them. And then you got the hairdryer droid over here. Now this, I have to admit, is cool. The Ultimate Collector's Series A-Wing. I think this looks very sharp. I think they did a very good job. Let me try and get rid of some of the glare here. I don't know if I can. That's a very black page. This is a very good job that they did on this. The only thing, it's $200, man. It's about 1,700 pieces, $200. This should be like a $150 set. I don't know. They overpriced Star Wars to begin with, but then anytime you put Ultimate Collector Series on it, they just jack the price up even more. That's why I said, like in my review of the '89 Batmobile, that if they had actually put the UCS, the Ultimate Collector Series tag on the Batmobile, it would have been like double what it was originally. It would have been like $400. How much did I pay for that thing? Was it $250? I can't remember. Oh, wait, here it is. Yeah, $250. If they would have put Ultimate Collector Series on this, because look at this. It's almost, what is that? 33 versus 17. It's almost double the pieces, and it's only $50 more. Is that right, double the pieces? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, and it's only $50 more. If they would have put the UCS tag on this, this would have easily been like a $400 or $500 set. Here we go, the Wonder Woman versus Cheetah. I do have this. I owe you guys a video on it. I'm aware of that. Moving on. Black Widow's helicopter attack. I have this too that we'll be taking a look at. Oh man, so many good movies that got delayed this year. Taskmaster. We'll talk about him whenever we take a look at the set, but I was both impressed and a little disappointed with this minifigure. I'm impressed by the printing and how he looks. I'm a little disappointed because since this is the first time we got an actual Taskmaster minifig, I was really hoping for something that was more along the lines of the classic Taskmaster, but instead we got definitely the movie version of him. Totally. And we got the Falcon and Black Widow team up. I like that it's the classic Falcon down here and not the MCU Falcon. And then Venom gets a spider mech. Why not? I can't really talk too much about Minecraft. I don't play the game, which is weird, because you'd think I would. But the few sets that I have, I do like, because I feel like you get a lot with the set. I feel like there's a lot of functionality and a lot of play features with the set. And I especially like this thing down in the bottom. I have no idea what that's supposed to be. A bull? Somebody riding a bull? I don't know. It looks cool. That might be one worth getting. It looks like you get a lot in there for $60. And then there's this thing going on, the Redstone Battle. Once again, if I played the game, I might know what's going on down here, but I don't really need to know what's going on to know that this looks cool. So that might be another one that ends up getting put on the list. This we just got. I don't have cable. I stream everything, so I'm not up to date on the newest incarnation of Ninjago. So I don't know what's going on with the new season that's either going on now or that passed. They entered a video game world, I'm guessing. They got digitized because it looks very Tron. I'm assuming that's the route that they went. Hence, like, your little light cycle thing going on down here. Man, if they did go into something like Tron, that's just going to be cool. I can't wait for that. More Friends stuff, the picture frame, the photo book. More Friends. Once again, the colors on this stuff just pop. Sets I haven't really been into, but the colors are just fantastic on them. This was sold out on the website too. And it said sold out, not back ordered. I'm hoping they get more in. Or if not, at least maybe I can get them at the LEGO store. I forgot to check to see if they even had that. And that's a 3-in-1 too, by the way. I just forgot about that. That's a 3-in-1. I dig that they're doing these larger 3-in-1 sets. Just like this guy, the Pet Shop Cafe down here. This is a 3-in-1. And that's a pretty beefy set for 3-in-1. That's sold out on the website too, I believe. As is this guy. I was almost prepared to buy this because pirates. I like pirates, And this thing was sold out. International Space Station. I think that's still on the site. And then they got the Minions license, and of course this stuff coming up. And is it just me? And like, not to keep bagging on Star Wars recently, but is it just me, or does this look like Serenity to anybody else? No? Just me? Okay. And then we have the Creator Pro sets that they've had at the back of the catalog for a while now. Oh man, the Old Trafford, Manchester United. I would love to get this. The town I grew up in was called Trafford, and it's named after Old Trafford in England. And as a matter of fact, I think at the 100-year anniversary, they actually had the mayor of Trafford from England come over. And this would have been cool to have, but it's $300, and I don't know. So that's, oh yeah, and then there's this guy. This haunted castle, this haunted house that they have. It's another bit of a pricey set, but it does look cool. I'm going to wait to see more pictures, more detailed pictures of what's actually going on with this thing before I decide whether it's a gotta have it or if it's a gotta wait for it. So we'll take a look at that. A couple of things that I noticed that are missing from this. There's no hidden side, which was disappointing, especially considering we have new hidden side sets coming out. And there was no Monkey Boy, or Monkey Kid, whatever it's called, which was also disappointing because that stuff would go, the Monkey Kid stuff would go very well with Ninjago. And also the hidden side has a haunted house coming out with that set too. You can check out all that stuff on the website. There's also a really cool Creator 3-in-1 pirate ship coming out that I think is around $100 that I'll definitely be picking up once that's available too. So there's a lot of cool stuff coming down the line, not just what's in this catalog. Definitely check out LEGO's website, see what they have coming out, see what you like. There's a lot happening this year. Last year, all the stuff that came out, I wasn't really behind a lot of the stuff that came out. It's not that it was bad, it just didn't excite me too much. It seemed like same old, and I feel like without them relying on Harry Potter, Star Wars, or Jurassic Park this year, that there is some really good stuff, original stuff coming out that they'll be coming out with. And that's more what I'm excited about rather than just the franchise stuff. So check it out for yourself. That's what I got for you today. Like I said, we will be taking another look at those LEGO Series 20 figs. I know I owe you guys the Wonder Woman vs. Cheetah set. Take a look at that. Plus, we'll be taking a look at everything that I bought today, later on down the line. So, thank you for joining me. Play well, everyone. Stay safe, stay healthy, and as always, thank you for watching.